Have you ever felt completely stuck? You know, like you're fighting some invisible force every time you try to move forward. Well, we're about to dig into the deep, deep programming that's causing that feeling. And here's the thing. I'm going to show you why it's not your fault.
All right, so first, let's really talk about that struggle. That invisible wall that just pops up no matter how hard you push against it. It's such a weird and frustrating feeling, isn't it? You get all fired up, you set a new goal, you decide this is it, I'm gonna change, and then bam, you hit a wall. A wall you can't see, but you can absolutely feel it. You know, this quote from Niem in our masterclass, it just captures it perfectly. It's that automatic shutdown. That feeling like your own brain just clamps down and says, nope, not happening, refusing to let you move forward. So what is really going on here? I mean, to understand that clamp, we have to look at your brain's actual prime directive. And I'll give you a hint. It is not what you think. This is the first word that comes to mind, right? Self-sabotage. We immediately jump to that conclusion. We get super critical, we blame ourselves, we think it's just a lack of discipline. And the story we tell ourselves, oh, it's a heavy one. We think it's some kind of fundamental flaw in our character, you know? A personal failing, a sign that we're just broken.
But what if I told you that could not be further from the truth? What if this whole thing, this mechanism, isn't a flaw at all? What if it's actually a deeply, deeply ingrained biological survival strategy?
And here it is. This is the golden thread, the big reveal. Your brain isn't broken. It's just incredibly, almost ruthlessly efficient. See, its number one job isn't to make you happy. It's not even to help you achieve your goals. Its prime directive, its one and only mission, is survival. And the absolute key to survival is conserving energy. There's a whole field for this. It's called neuroenergetics. And just think about this for a second. Up to 80% of your brain's massive energy budget is just for basic keep the lights on functions. So to manage that incredible cost, its one absolute rule is to automate everything. And I mean everything it possibly can.
So how much are we talking about here? How much is automated? Well, the research is pretty staggering. It suggests that up to 95% of your mental life, that's your thoughts, your feelings, your reactions, the whole shebang, is run by these automatic energy-saving programs. Think about that. That means you're pretty much living on autopilot almost all of the time. Okay, so here's the really crucial part. How does the brain build these automatic programs in the first place? Well, it turns out it's a fascinating and very physical process of construction. It all kicks off with something called neuroplasticity. And this is just a simple but totally profound fact. Your brain is not fixed. Not at all. Every single thought you have, every experience you live through, it physically forges and reforges the connections in your brain. And to stay efficient, the brain follows this really ruthless rule. Use it or lose it. It's a process called synaptic pruning. Basically, any neural pathways you use over and over again, they get stronger. And the ones you don't use, well, they get snipped away to save precious energy. Now, the pathways you use the most, they don't just get stronger, they get a serious upgrade. Specialized cells literally wrap these pathways in this fatty sheath called myelin. And you can think of it like this. It's like paving a dusty old dirt path into a slick 8-lane superhighway. Any thoughts or behaviors on these tracks become lightning fast, totally automatic, and require almost zero conscious energy. And the end result of all of this is this incredibly powerful feedback loop. It's actually pretty simple when you break it down. A thought produces a chemical feeling in your body. That feeling then triggers more of the exact same kinds of thoughts. And when you repeat that cycle over and over and over, it becomes your memorized automated state of being. That right there is your programming. So how in the world do we work with this incredibly powerful automated system instead of just fighting it all the time? Well, we start by completely reframing the very thing we thought was the enemy. Let me ask you this. What if that part of you, the one that clamps down, the one that says no, what if it isn't trying to sabotage you at all? What if its real intention, all along, has been to protect you? See, this protective part is just running an old, super fast, myelinated survival program. And chances are, that program was created when you were really young to keep you safe from things like abandonment or rejection or pain. The strategy might be totally outdated now, but its core intention, that's pure protection. So instead of fighting with this part of you, let's just try communicating with it. Come on, let's try something right now. If you can, just find a quiet space for a moment and do this with me.
Okay, go ahead and just place a hand on your heart, take a breath, feel the warmth there, and now just silently, inside your own mind, speak to that part of you that's been holding on so tight.
I see you. Thank you for trying so hard to keep me safe. I really do. But I've got this now. Just acknowledge its role. Think it. And then gently reclaim your power to choose a new way forward. You feel that? That tiny shift from fighting to thanking, that is everything. That's the key. It opens up a whole new way of moving forward. And the best part is, you don't have to invent this path from scratch. A structure for this work already exists. This is the heart of the work we do in the journey of vision and the journey of empowerment. First, it's about creating a vision for your future that isn't just an old, tired repeat of your past. And second, it's about empowering yourself to gently and compassionately update those old protective programs with the wisdom you have right now, today. This single understanding that you are working with a protector, not fighting against a saboteur, this is the beginning of your next step. And trust me, it changes absolutely everything. So the goal isn't to fight and break down that invisible wall anymore. No. The new possibility is to simply turn around, extend your hand, and partner with the part of you that built that wall, the part that has only ever been trying to keep you safe. And when you do that, well, that's when a whole new future opens up. Begin your next step in the Samhai Jante SG program at my12journeys.com.